morning, good afternoon, good evening. If I have answered this argument once, I've answered it 1,000 times. And yet, it must be addressed. We must go back to it. In my last video, I was asking the pertinent question, did Chamisa lie about plugging the vote rigging loopholes? And one of the respondents fired back, the argument of plugging loopholes is stale and causes stagnation. How can we still be harping about this years on? We are harping about this years on because it has not been dealt with. I asked that individual on a number of occasions, and will ask him again. Do you, forget about everybody else, do you believe that Chamisa lied? The best answer I ever got from him is a vague, yes, he lied, let's move on. No, we can't move on. Do you believe that he lied? And if you do you also believe that the 2 million or so people who believed in that idiotic lie now believe with the benefit of hindsight, do they believe that Chamisa lied? He has never given me an answer to that. The third question is, do the 2 million people who believed Chamisa's idiotic lie that he had plugged all the vote rigging loopholes understood the consequences of participating in the flawed 2023 elections? Did they understand that at the time? Do they understand it now? Again, I've never got any answer from the individual. Last but not least, I asked him, do you think there is a real danger that many of those 2 million who were conned in 2023 believed the lie and were conned to participate will be conned again? Again, I've never got any straightforward answer. These are the difficult questions we cannot run away from. Sweeping them under the carpet is not helping, is not the solution. I, for one, firmly believe that there are millions out there who still don't understand why somebody says Chamisa lied. They have no clue. They will try to give all manner of excuses why he had to say it. It's a straightforward question. When Chamisa said, I've plugged all the vote-rigging loopholes, he is going to win those elections. He's preparing his cabinet. Was he lying or not? Why are you trying to avoid answering the question? Because they don't want to admit that he lied. And they don't want to admit that they were foolish to believe the lie. It was an idiotic lie. And what makes it worse, this is not the first time he lied. The danger is there that Chamisa will con millions of Zimbabweans out there to participate in 2028 elections with the same tragic consequences that you give Zanu PF legitimacy and perpetuate the dictatorship. We have had 45 years of rigged elections. 45 years. The question now is, can we stop this madness? That is the number one question here. If we are going to let people be conned into participating in another flawed election to give Zanu PF legitimacy and perpetuate the dictatorship, then we have failed. It is disappointing how somebody can say, oh, we cannot keep on harping about this issue for years. It's nonsense. The 10 Commandments remain the central teaching in the Jewish Torah and in the Christian Bible. And yet those 10 Commandments were given to Moses over 3,200 years ago. Why? Because they're still relevant. They were relevant at the time, and they're still relevant today. And yet here we are. Somebody conned people with a stupid, idiotic lie 2 years ago. And somebody thinks, no, we should forget it. It's in the past. It's irrelevant. And yet the same idiot is preparing to lie and con people to participate in another election in 3 years' time. I think one of the problems we have in Africa, why we are a failed state, is that we don't want to deal with difficult issues. We have this mentality, this blinkered mentality that if we do not answer a difficult question, somehow it will go away. And so we keep blundering from pillar to post, repeating the same idiotic mistake over and over again. I would like to state it here, that the failure to accept the truth that Chamisa lied and is a conman is the root cause of Zimbabwe's stagnation and worse. It's the root cause of the economic meltdown, the political paralysis, and it could get worse. The danger of Zimbabwe becoming politically unstable is real. We already had in 2017 the military coup. There is a real danger we could have another coup or violent street protests as has happened in other African countries. All because we do not want to answer difficult questions. So I ask again, did Chamisa lie when he said he had plugged the vote rigging loopholes? Give me a straightforward question, answer to that question. Instead of giving me all manner of excuses why we should sweep it under the carpet. It's not going to be swept under the carpet. It's going to be answered. Because the answer to that will also have a follow-up. Why did he lie? Do you know the consequences of his lying to the people, calling them to participate in flawed elections? And more significantly, do you seriously believe that if those people understood that he lied and conned them to participate in a flawed election, and they understood the consequences of that, they would do it again? Of course not. And this is the reason why that question must be repeated until those people understand that Chamisa is a liar and a conman, and that the consequences of their believing his idiotic lies is perpetuating the dictatorship. After 45 years of rigged elections, we need to end this madness. And we are not going to end it by refusing to answer difficult questions. Think about it. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.